Welcome to the cage. Tonight we're bringing you a review of WWE Raw from April 6, 2015, from Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah.
And tonight it's pretty decent. We had Seth Rollins come out, started talking some junk. Aaron, what'd you think?
Man, Seth Rollins came out. He had his partnership there, the Authority with him. The nerd. The whole faction. I mean, the Authority. I'm over it. It's played out. Do something else there. Then, of course, I mean, the whole time I'm just waiting for Brock's music to drop. You know, I'm waiting to get excited, see something. Whose music drops? Because you know there's going to be an interruption. The RKO, the Viper comes out by default because there's nobody else. I honestly, I wasn't even going to stick around for this show because I wouldn't even really want to watch anything. So it comes out. Kane tries to come in. You could see a little tension there between the Authority. We might see some tension there. But again, the storylines are getting weaker and weaker. We'll talk more later. But overall, that whole setup with the Randy Orton storyline here, I'm just not into it at all. I think JT can agree. Buds?
I completely agree. I also think I don't like either what they're setting up either with this three-way match at the end. That's for even the possibility to go into this element. What is it? Extreme Rules.
Yeah, they had Kane announced that there's going to be a triple threat match at Extreme Rules, which is going to be Roman Reigns, Ryback, and Randy Orton.
Yeah, see, even there, I don't like that. I think Ryback stinks. I also think they need that. They don't really have much talent right now. That's probably why they're bringing in the new guys. But we gotta get something else in there.
The Extreme Rules match will be a singles competition. The triple threat is to determine who will face him, Seth Rollins, in singles competition, and that's what's happening later on in the night.
But the three opponents that could possibly be between Ryback,
Roman,
and Randy Orton I don't want to see any of them. I only want to see Brock, and then I need somebody that can compete with Brock.
Who are your big names right now? Nobody.
I'll
wait.
Nothing.
You have somebody?
Reigns, I guess.
That's terrible.
That's it.
They tried to push Reigns so hard, and all you hear from the crowd is boos, and they're not taking the hint that it's not going to work.
Shout out Merv. He'll be joining us in a little bit.
He'll be here after in a little bit.
Pouring salt all over the track.
Running a little late. But otherwise, moving on with the show, I mean, the beginning, again, all this news of what these matches are going to be are not very exciting to me, and I'm not very happy and looking forward to where these storylines are headed.
Yeah, well, then we moved into the first match, which was Kane versus Orton. It's like you said, they're pushing the Authority still. I think it's getting old. They need to do something else. They need to just figure something else out. It's just played out.
Not much to say about that match. I mean, we've been seeing it since 2006. It's not really a big deal about that. Like, it's the same thing. Even this is the same program as last week, just a little bit twisted up. We don't have any big surprises coming. Not going to be happy.
No, because Kane ended up hitting Orton with a chair and was DQ'd, so there was nothing terrific there. Aaron?
With Randy Orton, when I watch him wrestle, I literally think it's every Randy Orton match on replay ever. The same move set over
Murph is
and
not
over.
going to be happy.
No. Murph's not here to defend his guy. Thank God, because I wouldn't want to hear his rant about it. But Randy Orton getting back into the mix, he's been a 16-time world heavyweight champion. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact number offhand. But it feels like every time he's been champion, it's been the same time he's been champion.
Yeah,
16 times.
It's just to make Cena and Orton a tag team.
That would be one of the worst tag teams ever.
Do that.
I think everybody would go to sleep in the crowd.
It's fine, though. Just stick them together. Get them out of the way.
I just don't know what the storylines are doing. The Orton beef, I can't blame them because creatively, who's left? Who are you going to bring into the fold? They're reaching for Ryback. That is terrible. Ryback's window was a very short window when he was on his undefeated streak, comparable to a Goldberg. Once that window shut with his feud that he used to have with the Shield, I didn't mind him then. Once that was over with, he kind of went by the wayside again, started floundering here and there. Now they're trying to build him back up. He's honestly only in this match, in this three-way, because there is nobody else to put in this match. It's by default.
Well, our category right now is more intriguing.
Where's Daniel Bryan? You're
more
pushing
intriguing. Dolph Ziggler, this right now, everybody in that's more intriguing. Even probably Sheamus 2.0.
That's the worst. You're pushing Ryback over Daniel Bryan when you know the crowd. All you gotta do is listen to the crowd. It's very simple.
Vince, you better have something in the wing, buddy. You better have something back there.
You're
waiting.
losing
You
me,
better have
bud.
somebody coming
You're
out we don't know
losing me.
about. Bring some new NXT talent up.
Well, you speak about big names. The next match was Seth Rollins versus the man that gravity forgot, Adrian Neville. Who was right? I enjoy him. I really do.
Mighty Mouse.
You always talk about high flyers, Aaron.
I do enjoy that. The high flyer game is here with this kid. He's gonna bring some stuff to the table. I was talking offset with Buds, talking about, hey, maybe this would be a great opportunity to bring something back, like the cruiserweight title. You can have somebody like Neville in the mix, get his feet wet, get him a championship. Then you have like the Lucha Dragons involved there. You know, some cruiserweight action.
Yeah, I like
you
the
still
Lucha
got
Dragons.
you still got Mighty Mouse and I'm
You bring
sorry.
back the cruiserweight belt.
What is Mighty Mouse's name? That's how
Adrian
bad
Neville?
it is. No, Natalia's husband.
No, that's what you call Mighty Mouse.
I call him Mighty Mouse.
Mark refers to Adrian Neville as Mighty Mouse.
No, Natalie's husband.
Tyson Kidd.
Tyson Kidd. That's how bad he is. I
Who's
can't
that
even
kid?
remember his name. But he could be a valuable competitor in the cruiserweight division. You have some talent out there. But again, where they're going with it, not quite sure. As far as the Neville match, I was way more excited at the beginning than I was at the end. I was expecting a little difference, more of a showcase of what Neville could do.
Me too.
Not just interference. Again, really excited at the beginning. By the end of it, they kind of lost me, and I wasn't too excited about it.
I didn't expect Neville to win. I wanted him to win. Just it would have been an interesting first showing. But Rollins had on Kurt stomping him and won by pinfall. Buds, what did you think?
Agreed. I was hoping for at least like a DQ, maybe. Like, you know, maybe they get JJ Security get caught. Maybe at least let him throw out the fight. At least let him hit the finisher and show him that he is a top competitor. Because he just told you, like I said it last week, he's David Bryan 2.0. He's nice. He does what he does. He's out there competing. I hope they bring some more guys up like that. Can definitely thicken the crew right now in the WWE because I'm not feeling it. They should switch up the authority. Even Big Show and Kane. I mean, you're doing it for a while. We obviously respect you guys, but it's dried out. We need some new stuff.
Yeah, and then no new stuff is right because then we had the next news fest, which was Cena and Stardust, and
You want
for
to
the
know?
U.S. title.
You want to know? You want to know the highlight of my night? When they showed the Brock Lesnar replays of him F5ing Michael Cole and flipping the table over. I am getting more excitement out of watching Brock replays from 2 weeks. Was it last week?
Yeah,
it
last
feels
week.
like 2 weeks ago because he's been so long. Last week of him doing that than watching any of these matches tonight. I've been looking in the rumor wheels. I've been reading the posts. I've been looking at the blogs. They're saying Brock Lesnar is not going to be back into the storyline mix until at least SummerSlam. That is not something I like to hear, being the huge Brock Lesnar advocate I am on this panel. And, I mean, I don't even want to talk about the Cena match. Buds, you can do that for me.
I don't like the Brock either. Oof, I must say that as fans, we deserve Brock. If he really is supposedly signed to a contract, we need to see him weekly. Even if it's a promo from, I don't care if he's throwing rocks through some wall, beating up Superman somewhere, whatever he has to do. But the match overall wasn't a bad match. I always say Cody's a good wrestler. I don't like the Stardust gimmick. It was okay. Cena had the crowd all behind him a little bit more this week in Austin. It was in Austin, right? The show tonight? Yeah, a little bit more behind him tonight. Overall, seeing the setup for Cena versus Russo for Extreme Rules. And that could be okay. Throw some little weapons in the mix there. See if Cena can maybe get a heel turn.
Speaking of turns, but turns for the worst. Then we had the Divas match, but talking AJ Lee, she retired this week. Aaron, what'd you think?
I was really caught off guard by this with the AJ Lee retirement out of nowhere. She's young. There's nothing wrong with her health-wise. I'm not sure if she's looking to do things beyond wrestling, or we all know she's married to CM Punk, if there was some friction there with his divergence to the UFC. Obviously, the world may never know what happens. Only AJ Lee and her close family will know. But I'm sad to see her go. I really thought AJ Lee was a really technical and good wrestler for the Diva division. The Diva division itself is strong compared to what it used to be. And I wish her all the best. I know Buds is pretty sad. That's one of his faves.
That is my fave out of all of them. That's true. Love CM Punk too, so for me it even makes me more mad because I always had a little glass half full kind of guy about he'll maybe come back. Maybe the WWE always keeps chirping in her ear all the time. Maybe she was sick of hearing it. It's gonna get out of there, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. And then who won that match? Paige Paige is next May, so I guess that's all right. She can fill the void for now.
Yeah, Paige and Naomi ended up winning that.
It's like soap opera. It's a wheel that never stops spinning. Smoke can go, but the wheel's gonna keep spinning.
And then after that, we had Ryback versus Luke Harper, and Ryback ended up winning by pinfall. Buds?
Oh, I was sleeping. I'm sorry about that. That was a snooze fest, too. Who cares about Ryback? Another person should not be in the title contention. I like to bet on Rybaxel.
Yeah, I agree. I like Rybaxel better. Aaron?
Rybaxel?
I like the whole gimmick of Rybaxel better. I mean, what do you think about that match? But I agree with Buds.
Oh, man. I don't like any of that. The thing with Ryback here, again, my statement before, who else if not? He's a big guy. You're going to get some good, powerful moves in there, maybe put on a good show. It's going to be a bunch of nonsense. As far as the match goes, Ryback's not too bad. I like Luke Harper. I'm more sad to see that they broke up the Wyatt family way too early. What was the point of breaking that up? Why is Luke Harper and Rowan not still with Bray Wyatt? I just don't understand.
Same thing with the Shield.
They have the same gimmick, but now they're all separate. It just doesn't make sense.
Some of the best matches in the past couple months were those three-way matches with them versus anybody, them versus the Shield, even the Shield versus the Authority. We're a sucker for three-way matches.
These storylines, I'm coming up with them on the fly on the show just in my head. And I'm just not quite sure they're planning these things out. What's going on there? Either way, you knew Ryback was going to win this match. It's all just set up for the three-way that's coming later tonight. And overall, I mean, Ryback always puts on a decent show. It's feats of strength there. Feed me more, I guess, apparently, until we all throw up.
The big guy. All right, and then we had the next match, which was New Day versus Lucha. All right, these guys are quite exciting, I have to say. Aaron, what do you think?
See, this is what I've been asking for. I feel like the WWE may be listening to me direct at this point because it's exactly what I asked for. Just a nice high-flying tag team. Sin Cara's been around a while, so he's good to see, but he's reincarnating himself here. Great match. New Day is terrible. That needs to go away ASAP. Not quite sure who sat down and actually decided to come up with that gimmick. But Lucha, on the rise. Can't wait to see them in more action. Would like to see them actually compete for the championship titles for the tag team division.
Buds?
Stu says.
Oh, come on. Heel. Hashtag heel.
New Day
I like that.
Sucks.
I like them, but New Day's, I don't know, they're going to break up. Big E was pretty big at one point, too. Had a nice little gimmick going at one point. Doing him dirty. I think we can get on to the next match.
I'd say Lucha is definitely making me excited for tag team.
Cesaro and Kids stink, too.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
Bring
But that's
back
a different story. That's a different story for a different day. We had the next match, which was Roman Reigns versus the Big Show. And
it's the Big Slow!
It was after 3 Superman punches and then a spear, finally Reigns was able to pin him. And before I made a mistake and said that the triple threat match was at Extreme Rules, but it's actually tonight. So how do you think that's going to affect that match now?
Well, let me see. Another match where Roman Reigns gets beat up all match with a big guy, overcomes adversity to take the win at the end. Just another match where Roman Reigns, it just doesn't seem genuine to me. He just kind of seems like a cornball. When he came out and his music hits, he still has the old Shield music. So when that music drops, it makes me think about the old times when the Shield used to come out and beat everybody down. Now when he comes out, it's just Roman Reigns coming through the crowd, and I'm just like, oh, it's Reigns. Let's watch another match that nobody cares about.
Exactly, Buds.
We've seen this Roman Reigns Big Show match over and over again the last 2 months before the whole WrestleMania pay-per-view. Oh my God, it's too much. The WWE's killing us right now. I just want this program to end.
I feel like Reigns paid them millions of dollars to be like, man, push me as far as you can because I need to be champion. I don't care.
Man, if Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble last year, it would have been the best because he was tossing everybody out. He had the Shield behind him. Everybody would have loved it. Didn't make a difference. You gave it to him this year, nobody cared. They just miss the window all the time.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a
they're
small
always
window and a chance to hit with things, and they miss it.
Yeah,
or they
always
don't
a day
care
late and a
enough
dollar
because
short.
people still watch it.
Yep. Always a day late and a dollar short. That seems like that's how it's been for at least a year or two now, but it is what it is. And then the next match we had Sheamus versus Mark Henry. But
Fella! I love the Sheamus 2.0.
I don't know, he's getting a lot of hate.
I love him. I always like Sheamus as a heel. Yeah, man, your boy Mark Henry stinks. Time to take it out. Set him down. Dirt nap, buddy.
Sheamus 2.0 is terrible.
Mark's
Mark Henry, I keep thinking they're going to actually do something good with him, and then they just keep letting him be a stepping stone for everybody else. It appears that they want Sheamus to do something, so they let Mark Henry come out and get beat up by Team Cream and catch a bro kick. But that's it. Sheamus 2.0 is horrendous.
That bro kick was clean, precise.
Clean of what?
Clean on his face.
Terrible.
No, ain't no wall.
Listen to the crowd, man.
What they need to do is set up a Big E.
You look stupid.
Big E, Mark Henry tag team. World's strongest tag team.
And then we had the next match, which was Miz versus Mizdow, which I'm actually excited to see this. I wanted to see it for a while. I enjoy Damien Mizdow's whole shtick right now. What do you think, Aaron?
To me, I didn't even think there was going to be another match before the triple threat, and then I saw Miz come out. I don't like Miz as a wrestler. I think he should just leave and do something else. Should have stayed on the Real World or something. He just loves wrestling. I don't like him as a wrestler. He
Marine
can go,
4.
Yeah, for real. Just come out with another Marine movie and keep
right.
it riding. I like Mizdow. The match was lackluster for all the hype and build up that they had. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Maybe there'll be more to follow with that, but overall, kind of a snoozy match. Not really into it.
Buds, what'd you think?
So I'm the Sam Down guy. I love the Sam Down. But, mistakes. On to the next match.
Yeah, basically, which was the last match of the night, which was the main event, our triple threat, Roman Reigns versus Ryback versus Orton, and that ended. I mean, it was decently exciting, but like Aaron talked about before, it was kind of short.
You knew what it was going to be. It was going to be a scrum with the Authority, a little break off. Randy Orton comes with the snooze fest RKO, boom. Now Randy Orton just sealed his way into Elimination Chamber. Hopefully we can get. I mean, I keep saying Elimination Chamber, but hopefully we can get
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
I wish it was Elimination Chamber, but other than that, we all knew.
Why'd they cut that?
I don't know. It was the best. We all knew Ryback wasn't going to win. That was a given. So who are you going to give it to? Another championship match with Roman Reigns that nobody cares about, like I said? Or have another just generic match with Randy Orton because you all know what it's going to be and what you're going to get. There's kind of a feud going between them. It's Extreme Rules. I'm hoping it's going to be a hardcore, something more elaborate, weapons involved here. We all know Randy can get a little crazy. We know that Rollins does have a great move set to see some high-flying moves, some tables being brought into the mix. Rollins jumping off the table. The Rollins move with the elbow to the outside of the ring onto Brock through the announce table, that was very impressive. If you can bring some stuff like that to Extreme Rules, I'll be more satisfied with it. I'll take it, you know.
I'll take a Randy Orton just getting curb stomped by Rollins.
All right, well, let's finish this up because we got kind of a long video. Aaron, what were your final thoughts for the night?
Not a Raw. The Raw is downhill. It's downhill since WrestleMania. You think they would be riding the wave up, but they're on the steady decline. Storylines are just getting worse and worse. Hopefully this will get better. We'll see where it goes. You'll have to stay tuned, and you'll stay tuned to our reviews. Buds?
Oh, snowball effect, man. It's going downhill. I completely agree. No Daniel Bryan tonight. No nothing. What's going on?
No Ziggler, nothing. You're right.
Whew.
But, all right, that's going to...
Fella!
That's Sheamus 2.0.
Yeah, Sheamus.
That's what we get.
Sheamus 2.0.
Shout out Nick Monday.
Shout out Nick Monday. Shout out Murph. We appreciate you guys listening. That's going to be the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Twitter at The Cage Reviews. Have a great night. Thanks.